dogs. I'm talking, of course, Connor Bedard and Luke Hughes. First, we'll start off in Jersey with the Devils as the Hughes brothers continue to take over the world. Tight battle between the Devils and Jackets, and with 2.5 to go, Columbus takes the lead as Zhinikov scores his 10th, making it 3-2. However, that lead would last. Edcat's turbo button cruising through the neutral zone past every Blue Jackets player, sniping a beauty as Elvis has left the building. He goes through everyone, barely touched, just rips it clean. This is a perfect example of why the Blue Jackets are bottom feeders. You can't let a guy do that to you. This goal would force OT, where Moosehead's legend Timo Meier scores on the breakaway after Kent Johnson whiffs on it as the Devils take it 4-3. But this OT winner wouldn't have been possible without Luke Hughes' 5th of the year. Now to the rookie everyone knows as Bedsy Watch continues tonight. And just like we predicted, the Red Hot Jets found themselves a trap game after the holidays, and Bedard took advantage. He scored his first of the game when his first shot, which was through the legs, by the way, gets stopped, but he grabs his own rebound, banging it in for the early lead, 1-0 Blackhawks. And after Mark Barron ties it up in the second, it would be even Stevens the rest of the way until overtime, where the stage was set for some razzle-dazzle. In OT, Bedard gets the pass in his own zone, just goes for a skate, similar to the Hughes goal, goes right down the freeway and rips it glove side, beating Hellebuck. Bedard's release is so unpredictable. I knew he was going to make an immediate impact in the NHL, even with some concerns about his size and without the insane skating of McDavid, but his shooting is proving to be even better than we all thought. Then, of course, he ends it with the Vince Carter "it's over" celebration. Some people were complaining that the NHL is focusing too much on Bedard, and they're wrong. This kid could bring so many new eyes to hockey, and I'm very excited to see how the rest of the season goes. But let me know your thoughts on all this and more down below.
X-Robot Takeover has started.
Last home game of 2023 for the Hurricanes, and Andrei Svechnikov gave them a show as he scored a hat-trick against the old Habs. He scored the first goal of the game just a minute and a half into the first, and this one all starts with Brent Burns as he makes a nice pass up to Aho, who enters slowly, giving it back to Burns as he comes up the ice. Burns shoots, Svechnikov gives it the old Fruit Ninja chop, gets the tip in, giving the Canes the early 1-0 lead. And the second one is a beauty as the Canes run a really nice face-off. Aho wins the puck back to Pesce. He grabs it and waits as Svechnikov, the left winger, very quickly rounds the circle while Teravainen disrupts his man. Pesce waits until the last second before slinging it to Svech, who's now ready for a one-timer, and he just claps it between the defender's legs and into the back of the net. An absolutely perfectly run play that gives them the lead 4-3, 6 minutes to go in the third. He'd cap it off with a lovely little range bomb into the empty net to cap the hat trick off and get the Hurricane faithful on their feet. Hats shower Svechnikov as he heads off the ice, and not only did he impress the fans, but also his teammates, as there's a hilarious little moment where Peter Kochetkov gives him his hat as well. I guess the fans weren't giving enough. Great night for Svechnikov, as that's his first hat trick since November of last year. Somewhat surprisingly, it also doubles his goal total. He has 6 now in 21 games. But also a great night for Aho, who racked up 4 assists in this one, and he's currently on a tear. 6 goals, 17 points the last 9 games. In unfortunate news, however, Slavkovsky took a high hit and would have to leave the game to go to concussion protocol. He did pass the test, so hopefully he'll be back to action soon. At first, this one definitely looks like a bit of a dirty hit, but on the alternate angle, honestly, to me it looks pretty clean. Slavkovsky was just caught reaching for a mishandled puck. Regardless, he's got to know, despite his size, there's a lot of powerful people in the NHL. This is the problem he had last year as well. Regardless, the guy cannot seem to catch a break. He's had times this year where he's really looked like he's put it together even when not appearing on the stat sheet. But for the Canes, they end their year playing in Toronto Saturday night. Remember at the beginning of the video, I said the last home game. So can they end the year on a good note against the Leafs? I think they got a chance. Let us know your thoughts down below.
Need to crunch the craving?
Yes,
Uber Eats has got you covered. It's easy to order with Uber Eats. Just browse the wide selection.
This is one of them. One of the crazy things.
Today I learned about Egor Zamula, also known as Igor Zamula. His name varies based on...
We're gonna kind of go on what you guys missed. So from here to somewhere, we already watched them, and I'm trying to find it. CapCut. So this is kind of behind the scenes of this very episode. I think it just erased. So, with that said, we're gonna be doing the whole, what did you miss? You missed it, so you missed it, and suck it up.
As I know, this video was initially about the Germany-Finland game, but I was slow to edit it, so at the end, I'll also recap some other World Juniors.
Okay.